Yeah. How we doing, guys? I'm married. Yeah. Well, if you went to high school with me, you'd know that's not where the smart money was going to land. It's cool. It's cool being married. I love being married. We had a destination wedding. It was a terrible destination. We went to Ohio to get married. Sucks. It's very difficult to convince people like, hey, you want to fly to Ohio for a wedding? No. Not even a little, man. I'm actually the first of my close friends to get married. So my friends like ask me, they're like, hey man, what's it like to be married? You know, what's it like being married? I'm like, it's cool. Like, what's it like getting married? And that's the weird thing. Like, for me, getting married was really weird. It was like, it was like being in a pro wrestling match, right? Like, everybody's there, sitting, watching, waiting for the main event to start. Then suddenly the music comes up, and the star comes marching down the aisle in the beautiful robe, right? You, already in the ring. Like, you know this isn't going to work out well. The official brings you to the middle, goes over some rules, and next thing you know, the bell rings and it's over. At the reception, one of my new cousins came up and he told me, man, you know how you make a relationship work? How you make a marriage work? He said, you got to treat being a husband like a full-time job. Which is very good advice, except that I've been fired from every job I ever had. I've been fired from 16 different jobs. Yeah. The last job I got fired from, they called me into the office. And they said, they go through the whole thing. They go, we're letting you go. We need you to sign this form. So I said, no. Because at this point, what are they going to do? Right? And they got really freaked out because apparently this has never happened to them before. They're like, no, you really need to sign this form. I was like, or what? Like, wait a minute, if I don't sign this, am I not fired? Like, that's the trick to the game, man. If you don't do the paperwork right, they can't fire you. Just show up the next day, boss comes in all mad. What's this guy still doing here? I tried to fire him, boss, but he wouldn't sign the paper. Well, trick him. Hide it in some cheese. I don't know. Get this guy out of here. I got fired from my first job. My first job, I worked at a theme park. Yeah, that was an awesome job. What would get me, though, is part of my job at the theme park is when people would get on the ride, it was my job to reach down and check the lap bar to make sure they were really solidly in there. Because isn't that always how you feel on a roller coaster? Locked in, right? I checked the lap bar, and what would get me is there were guys with their girlfriends who would hold them tighter when I checked the lap bar. Here's the thing. If you lose your girlfriend to a guy at work with a name tag, dressed as a pretend scientist, who looks like me, you deserve to lose your girlfriend. It's just messed up, man. That's not how this works. I'm very excited, though. I'm excited right now. I'm going out of town for a baptism. Which is, yeah. I assure you, I'm not doing anything. It is cool. No, and since my friends are having kids, I get invited to a lot of baptisms, which is cool. I got invited to a christening, which had me really worried, because I grew up Catholic. I'd never been to a christening. I'd only ever been to a baptism. And he was like, don't worry, dude, it's totally fine. And if you're worried like I was, don't be worried. A christening is just like a baptism. Up until the last bit, when they hit the baby with a bottle of champagne and push it into the ocean. All right, guys, my name is Gerred. Thank you very much.